Students' test scores have improved 8 to 10 points from last year's scores.
We've been doing the same kinds of activities year after year, and this is the first time that we've seen an increase of this magnitude.
I mean, our kids have always really done well on our tests because we think we're good teachers and they love us. They work really hard for us, but there was something different about using the program.
This is the big thing that's impacted them.
I started using Quizalize in my classroom as a review before their test.
To do like a pre-assessment before they take the test.
They are fired up. Yay, it's review time.
The questions that they missed the most as a whole are the review questions for the next days.
The other way I like to use Quizalize is to give extra support for the students at home.
They're not aware of all the information that we are able to see as teachers.
And I keep finding new ways to use it as well.
I tell my kids to go home and have their parents take the quiz and see if they can pass it. The instantaneous data is the thing that I like the most about the program.
Previously, you would grade each paper, it would take a long time, and you would start making stacks. This student missed 1, this student missed 2, this student missed 3, and so on. This program, Quizalize, does it for us.
And I just thought that that was amazing because I would spend hours trying to take my kids and put them into groups. And I do all the same things, but it's just the time.
Quizalize is awesome at getting the kids engaged and doing their best.
I have kids that even come before school because they just want to practice with me. Or I have parents that email me from home asking me when I'm going to post it.
Even the kid that I've had a hard time getting him excited about anything, he wants to see his name while he is playing the basketball, and he tries his hardest to answer those questions.
It's opened up that conversation between myself and my students.
You're not having to code anything, everything is at the click of a button.
It's very interactive. Like I can even put things on the little bottom, like whenever they have their answer choices, like little cute things that I say in class, and they'll see the little trick and they'll be like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I got that one wrong.
We can see every attempt. So sometimes if a student misses one, they know they're not going to purple out, and so they kind of give up and start over. We can see it all.
They feel comfortable with taking the test now, where some kids are really hesitant and some have test anxiety. So having the program available for them to be able to practice more often, I've had parents tell me how nice it is for them to have something that they can sit down and help them study with.
My kids pay attention to the test questions so much more now that they're doing Quizalize. They don't want to miss the basket.
And I have one student, when he receives his test back, he expects the absolute worst. And these past 2 tests have come back, and for the first time the student is making progress, and he's excited to go home and tell families about it.
So every single student that I have has benefited from the Quizalize program because it provides the opportunity for my kids to be differentiated through the process of them being put into groups. So the kids that need the extra help, like my struggling learners, can have the extra help. And then my students that are in the top and purple out, I get to give them that differentiation that they need to where they can go ahead and do all these cool different activities that I have set up for them.
But I would say that some of my struggling learners that have gotten dismal test results in the past, they're beat down by it. And so now for the first time, they're getting positive results and they're able to see that it's not them. They are learning as we progress through the program.
Everything from the advanced kids to the kids who are struggling. The advanced kids love to be able to purple out right away and move on to the next thing that I'll have planned for them to do. The struggling kids, it helps build up their confidence.
Purpling Out is on the spreadsheet screen, and when I came across it, it was fantastic in that I could see each attempt that the students had made on the Quizalize. And purpling out is when all of the little dots turn purple with a check mark in them, meaning that the student has mastered that particular question.
Kind of like clung onto it and we're like, yeah, I got to purple out. So everybody's like, I purpled out. just to me, it's just kind of giving me some new energy back into my teaching career, because there's so much that we have to do on a daily basis, and I just was trying to find something that would make my life easier. And what it did for me was just give me time back, which is something that is so crucial for teachers, having that time.
I feel like I'm a much better teacher because I found Quizalize. I've been able to differentiate instruction, and it's been a time saver, so I can use my time on other things.
I've actually had kids that have told me that because of the program, they're not bored in my classroom, and they don't have to hear the same thing over and over and over again, that they get to do these new cool things and they want to find things.
It's helped me have something there for those kids that miss my review, miss my formative assessments. They can do it at home, and I can see it in real time. I can see if they really did do it.
I've always had a hard time with getting students to do what they need to do while I'm helping those that need it. This gives me the opportunity to extend those kids that have already mastered it, let them move on to the next thing. I have some other kids who are practicing their Quizalize, they're trying to purple out, and then I have a group of students that's struggling still. I can meet with them one-on-one, or I can meet with them in a small group, and for the first time they're getting the attention that they really need, and the data is there instantly.
Well, I've been teaching 16 years, and Quizalize is one of the best apps I have ever used, and I use a lot of technology.
I used a number of different products prior to using Quizalize, and what I have found with my students is that they get bored quickly. There's only an aspect of competition, and that's not always what we're looking for. As a teacher, I need the information that I'm gathering with Quizalize. I need the data, and I need it quick and in real time. So if the kids are playing around, I may see a little clock there that says, this student's been inactive for 2 minutes or 10 minutes, and we take care of it right away.
So that's why I love Quizalize.
Purple yet? Because I'm gonna be a purple, I turn red. All right.
Not tech savvy. Not tech savvy, sorry. I'm such a nerd.